bottom is right, the one on the top is the one that's bent in. Right there. And the rest of it is fine. Perfectly lined up. And here, that's the amount of impact right there. So it's all done. Again, not pretty, super functional though. Lines up, back it up. There you go. Lines up. Hey, back again, doing this one for the Model S owners again. So taking the hood off of this one, I'm gonna replace it with this hood. Got in a little accident, little fender bender, not a big deal, but you know, it's not pretty, and everybody likes the car to be pretty, so you see the little damage right here. The one in the body shop, it's got some PPF on it, and also there's a little bend going on right here in this area. So swap it out, got the hood painted. We're just gonna get busy on this, take this off. Start by taking these two bolts off here. This bolt, that bolt. I'm sorry, not bolt. You take the nuts off the bolts. Take these two off and these two there. Drop these arms on the hood. We got some protection going on. Use some frog tape as a 60-day removal. Make sure we protected this. Came over here. We're actually going to replace this fender because there's a little bend right here in it, but we're not going to do that today. But again, frog tape just in case we don't make any more scuffs, just so when we put the hood on, it doesn't scratch up what's already there. So this is step one of the whole front end repair. We're going to get into this bumper another time and replace that, as well as take this fender off on this side. Okay, so we're also taking this, using our removal tool here, going into taking these little holes, these little snaps you see here, those are in here. So you just take the tool, you go behind it, and then you just kind of pry up and that pops out. So you got a bunch of these along the edge of the hood that needs to come off also, as well as the height regulators, little spacers, and those are right here. There are 4 of them, and that's stoppers that land on the hood right here and right here to kind of regulate the height of the hood. But that's it. So I'm gonna get it going, and also the latch, 2 bolts here. Took the latch off, got that off. The latch is sitting right there. The 2 bolts. Got a T40 Torx to take that off. All right, gonna get busy and put the new one on and line it up. All right, so we got the new hood out, taped off all the edges so that you can make sure that nothing gets scratched up. Made a point to take a look at this. These are alignment etches. You can see them right there. And you want to basically take the hood and yeah, there you go. And make sure that you match that to what is currently on the car. You can see these. They have the edges right there. Let me try to get the angle. There you go. And try to match that on the right side and the left side so that you kind of sort of place it exactly where it was when it came off the car. So we're gonna give it a go. Take this off, taking those bolts off, try to do the lineup. Okay, so we managed to get the hood on. A lot of alignment stuff, but it is on. New hood, and just gotta make sure that these lines are nice and even. Gotta get a gapping tool, and there's a few adjustments need to be made, but I think it came out good. Paint's matching nice, which is the most important thing. And the little fender bender part is now cured. Yay. Now we just gotta get this fender off, but yeah, so looking pretty nice. I do some alignment stuff, but you know, that's probably gonna take a moment and beat from doing this. So this is the Model S hood, bodywork repair. Next is gonna be, we're gonna get to all that nasty looking stuff right there. All right, thank you. Tell me what you think in the comments. No more popping up. So I have to transfer all of this. That light's gonna be completely replaced though, never mind that. That grill's shot, but this light and this entire wiring harness is gonna be transferred from this old bumper, as well as this lower valance, to this new bumper. Brand new, painted to match the car. About to do that now. Seatbelt icon in service mode. If we take a look, all the seatbelts have been repaired. RCM green, seatbelt there green, driver seatbelt green, rear passenger green. So we are all good. Still working on the lower valance. That's the old one, scratched up here. Got to take this little sign off. That little sign. Funny thing is, nobody's gonna know that this took so much freaking work, but I gotta document something. New bumper, completely empty in the back. Gotta put all this wiring harness, grill, everything, all into this one. Including the Tesla logo, all the stuff on the top, in there, grill, 2 lights, wiring harness. This thing, go into this thing, on the bottom, the phone on that side. So still working on it, still working. Okay, this is Tesla Model S. This is the radiator intake. These doors open if you got a Model S, you know that they open. So I went inside there, and what happened is I saw that these things opening is causing a lot of leaves and dust and dirt and pine straw, you know, whatever's on the road is going to fly in there, and that's eventually going to sit on top of your radiator. After about, you know, anywhere from 6 to 15,000 miles, my car has about 15K on it, and I found that there's a ton of, you know, stuff in there, and you got to go through a lot to take this thing apart. This is the entire bumper cover off, doing some repairs, and found that bumper cover has to come off. That's sitting over there, and a lot of snaps and screws and stuff that need to come out. So it's not a small job. So during my repair, what I did was had to purchase a new grill for my bumper, and I created this. Now this is a custom job. This was done with a stainless steel gutter guard mesh, as you can see here. It was bent and contoured into the shape of the gutter guard. Of the grill for the bumper, bent into shape. All of this is made out of stainless steel, so it's not gonna rust, it's not gonna, you know, corrode or anything like that, and it's shaped into the shape of the Tesla bumper. A lot of bending, a lot of contouring, but did it pretty well. Put some super glue there, and then the rest of it is held on by, and I'm gonna zoom in here, some threads that I made out of the stainless steel that are right here, as you can see, and then just place these strategically along the length of it, attaching to the post of the grill. And those are also made out of stainless steel, and they actually came from the threads that are actually inside of this thing. So use the other ones, pull them off, got poked a lot, pause, and then made this stay on. So this is gonna be able to stand up to some some road stuff clashing into it. You see it has a little springiness to it, but it has some structural integrity. So it did not use like a regular window screen because the structural integrity of that is not, good and something can pass through it. But this should be able to take the speed of the vehicle, should be able to take some impacts on the road. But the main thing is when this thing gets mounted, it's gonna block, as you can see here. When that bumper gets mounted, that's the way that's gonna look. So right now, that's gonna be screened off with stainless steel. These little threads I got here holding onto the bumper with the glue, and also did some really tight fits by crimping these pieces down onto the grill itself, and just gave it, this nice snug fit. So when it gets in there, it's going to should be able to take the impact from anything coming in, keep out the dirt, also stand up to the weather, rain, water, what else, without rusting or bending or messing it up. And I'll get air in there and nothing else, then I can hit it with the hose or anything and be able to clean that off with no problem. So that's my prototype. Let me know in the comments if you think it's trash or whatever you may think of it, but that's what we're going with. Continuing this repair on the Model S. All right, guys. Okay, everybody, this is the final frontier. This is the bumper all done. This is the new bumper with all the stuff, the new light here, install the stainless steel mesh that I put in to block all the dust. This is the transferred auxiliary light or fog light from the old bumper, wiring harness. This connection here goes to the speaker that's under the car that makes all the sounds and cool little lock sounds and all the other Tesla gimmicky stuff that we all love. Some of us do. Tesla owners do. But this is what we're going with, and there you go. That is everything installed, including the, missing a screw. All right, so most here. Including the front grille. Swing around and show that front grille. Transferred, there you go. Front grille is installed. New bumper good. See the lights right there. We'll put in nice and pretty. And now we're gonna put this on the car and get it going. So, okay, I did not go through this whole thing the way I said I would. This was no joke. A lot of stuff to take off, a lot of things, definitely not the average. This is an advanced DIY thing. But with this shop manual, I'm gonna tell you that Tesla.com service manual, 100% you can do this. You do not need one of them body shops, if you know what I'm saying. Gonna do half-ass your job, not gonna do certain things. I will say one thing, that this area right here, you definitely wanna get yourself some nice sealant. Put it in there when you put it back, because as I took this fender out of here, there was a lot of stuff that just dripped out of there. See all that? Yeah, that stuff there, this nastiness. Yeah, leaves, crud, dirt, gets caught up into all this stuff. Got this kind of loose, gonna put some foam in here to seal that up. This is the driver's side fender. People definitely marked where it lines up, right there. Did it on the top as well. The fender mounts are right over here. Right there. Focus up. There you go. Marked it right there where it lines up. Over here, the next one. Mark that right there where that lines up. There are probably going to be nuances between, a new piece of metal and the old one, but just kind of make your marks here on camera. There you go. Mark that right there. So that, but I put the new one on, it's gonna line up super close to where I had it. But this is where we're at. Bumper is off. Bumper. Okay, finished product. New fender, camera on, attached, everything lined up. Added this little, something for now, just until I can get the calipers painted and do it the real way, just to cover a little, okay thing to put on there for now. I'm gonna do it the real way, so all you diehards aren't like killing me in the comments saying, oh, what did you just do? Why don't you just get a painted caliper? I'm gonna paint the calipers, just trying to do something for now. Here we go, new stuff. That's where the fender bender was. That is now gone. Everything's lined up nicely. Fender lined up, headlight lined up, new bumper, wiring harness changed, Grill change, logo change, everything on there is brand new. And painted from the body shop. Just got the body shop to paint this stuff. Got the parts from Tesla and installed myself. So here we go, people. This is not impossible. It's definitely doable. And there we are. Finished product. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Walk around.